Welcome back to JEE Main. After domain and codomain, today we learn what students fear the most, range. But don't worry, by the end of this episode, it will feel effortless. Range is the set of all actual outputs a function produces. If domain equals allowed inputs, codomain equals possible outputs, then range equals actual outputs that come out from the function. For example, consider f is equal to x superscript 2. Here, the domain is all real numbers and the codomain is also all real numbers. However, the range is 0. This is because the square of any real number is always non-negative. Now, let's explore the fastest way to find range, the graph method. If you understand the graph, range becomes obvious. Simply look at the y values the graph covers. That is the range. For y is equal to x superscript 2, the lowest y value is 0, so the range is 0. For y is equal to sin x, the range is 1 plus 1. And for y is equal to ln x, the range is. The graph is the truth. It never lies. Next, we master algebraic methods, which are crucial for G. There are 6 standard algebraic methods. Method 1 is completing the square for quadratics. For any quadratic, f is equal to ax superscript 2 plus bx plus c. If a is greater than 0, a minimum exists. If a is less than 0, a maximum exists. Consider f is equal to 2x superscript 2 4x plus 7. By completing the square, we get to superscript 2 plus 5. Since superscript 2 is always non-negative, the minimum value is 5, giving a range of 5. This appears in G almost every year. Method 2 is the inverse trick, which is very powerful. If y is equal to f and the function is invertible, solve for x in terms of y, then apply domain restrictions to y. For y is equal to 3x2, solving for x gives x is equal to 3. With no restrictions, the range is all real numbers. This works great for linear, rational, and invertible forms. Method 3 is sign checking. For expressions like f is equal to 1, since the denominator is always greater than or equal to 3, f is less than or equal to 1/3. Also, the denominator cannot be 0, so f is greater than 0. Thus, the range is 0, 1/3. This is a standard G function type. Method 4 involves trigonometric substitution. When a function contains sin, cos, or tan, replace sin x with t, where t is between -1 and 1. For f is equal to 2 plus 3 sin x, the range becomes 2 plus 3 times the interval -1, 1, which simplifies to -1, 5. Method 5 is for rational expressions. For y is equal to, swap x and y, solve for x, and identify forbidden values. For y is equal to, swapping and solving for x gives x is equal to. Since the denominator cannot be 0, y cannot be 2. So, the range is all real numbers except 2. This is exactly G style. Finally, Method 6 uses the am greater than or equal to gm inequality. If an expression looks like something plus something, such as f is equal to x plus 1/x for x, 0, then am greater than or equal to gm gives x plus 1/x greater than or equal to 2. Therefore, the range is 2. This is very common in G Advanced. Excellent work! You now understand domain, codomain, and range, the foundation of all functions. In episode 4, we move to algebra of functions and learn how to add, subtract, divide, and compose functions, including G shortcuts. Continue watching the playlist. Step-by-step clarity is the power of JEE Main.